morning to our RANsquawk listeners. Hope you all had a great evening. In terms of one of the key events which we've seen this morning and I want to touch upon here is that of the Spanish bond auctions. We saw an auction of 3, 4 and 5 year debt from the Tesoro in Spain. They sold an impressive amount of just shy of 10 billion euros. 9.98 billion was sold. The target here for their coming to the market issuance was only 4 to 5 billion, so almost double the amount there. And in terms of the cover ratio, it's pretty solid, and in the average yields across all of the bonds, 3 lines, they all dropped considerably since when they were last tapped. We did also see some shorter dated T-bills also reflecting a similar fall in yields in Italy as well when they came to market shortly after. And as such, that has spurred some risk-on trades across the board. We saw a rally in the European stock futures, a bit of a lift in the euro against the dollar, also aided by some talk of interest and demand for Middle Eastern names has lifted the major pair there. And we've seen some very aggressive tightening of the core and the periphery in the 10-year government bond yield spreads as we head in toward the US session. Looking forward then in terms of some of the highlights of things to come, we'll have the Bank of England interest rate decision. However, most participants aren't expecting any real surprises here for the interest rate to remain at 0.5% and the APF at 275 billion. More interesting will be the ECB rate decision. Although the overwhelming majority are expecting rates to be unchanged at 1%, the press conference with Draghi will again take precedence. A lot of the key topics here to watch will be Greek on the PSI negotiations, as well as ideas of a Eurobond. This Spanish auction this morning will likely he'll be questioned upon in the Q&A session, so a couple of things to note there. Elsewhere, in terms of US data, advanced retail sales reports, the weekly jobs data, and also the wrap-up of the 66 billion of issuance coming from the Treasury with the 30-0 auction in the session is also one of the other highlights to be aware of. That concludes pretty much the opening wrap from me here in London. We'll have another update this afternoon. For the time being, have a great trading day.